Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. Start by having a look at the news from Congress. So shout out again to Don Fizz, who stated, "And I'm off, big day." So in terms of his schedule, the latest schedule that I saw today, on Thursday he's booked in 9, 10, 11, then obviously lunch 1, 2, 3. There is a slot available for 4 p.m. I believe this is Eastern time. And then tomorrow Friday he's also booked in 9, 1 and 2, and there are some slots 3, 4 and 5, so hopefully they get filled. But let's see some of the quick updates that just come through. He's had a meeting with hopefully with Congressman Gatz. He's also had a meeting hopefully with Congressman Horsford. So good news there. And I think previously had a meeting with Senator Tim Scott, and he's also grabbed the ear of the journalist Manu Raju. So great update there from Don, and I did get a chance to have a quick chat with Don, and what he stated to me here is that he is having a blast in Congress, one meeting after another. Everyone is better than the last, and he's getting much support from Congress, and it's a world of difference from his previous trip in June. So the offices, he states, are also very eager for the information. He's also proud of the community working together, and he states it's an honor to represent the community whilst he is there, and he's going to do everything in his power to bring the message to everyone here. So hopefully he brings that message to the journalist as well. And obviously to reiterate, he knows that everybody is working as a team, but from my point of view, I think Don is doing a tremendous job and certainly needs our support. Let's now have a quick follow-up from the previous video where we shared John Berda's request for the MMTLP community to contact their brokers and ask for routing information. So there has been a quick update on that. So what Junk Savvy has posted is that after this request, investors have confirmed that brokers are refusing to give this information to their clients, claiming they do not keep their records and they only retain them for 6 months. And one even requested some dollars to turn over the information. So obviously you should be aware of your rights, and you can now consider filing complaints with FINRA and the SEC. So these complaints will obviously be under a different matter, but with regard to them denying you this information. So in other news from Michael, he stated, anybody who is concerned about the manipulation of MMAT and MMTLP, he's just had a response to his inquiry within 5 minutes of sending it. And this is from the investor relations team at Meta Materials, who stated, West Christian is still being retained by Meta and the work is ongoing. However, the process will take time, and we don't have any updates to share at this time. So we will have to wait and see what happens there. And in other legal updates, Richard has stated, MMTLP wrong answers only, and be creative, since Fidelity could not sell MMTLP the real shares after the 15th of November. Why did they sell me shares in December? So that's a question for Fidelity, or should we say Infidelity, and this is something I'm sure we're also going to see Richard follow up on in his legal cases. And the final update I'm going to share with you is from Dennis Neal, who's just posted a few minutes ago, sneak peek at the meeting with John Berda and what's bugging me, up later today on Apple and Ricochet. And what he stated here, the topic of his conversation is going to be about FINRA, MMTLP, the MMTLP fiasco, and how it hurt 65,000 plus investors. So in terms of the sneak peek, I have had a look at that, and I can see that John Berda talks about the history of how MMTLP traded without company authority or permission, how he was informed and what his broker told him in terms of what happened to his shares. And obviously we know the response from FINRA after that, and this is certainly something that needs to be taken into account from FINRA, the SEC, and obviously the members of Congress need to be aware of this. So hopefully we do get good coverage from this interview, and check this out later today. And finally, I'm going to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol AAPL, also known as Apple. So there was some good news today, but let's have to start by having a look at the chart for today. And we can see it is up close to 3% at $188.07. And we can also see the market cap previously was just in excess of 3 trillion. It's now dipped below 2.9 trillion. And I think there could be significant news in terms of Apple that could help it regain its position as the most valuable company in the world, which I believe it has just been recently taken over by Microsoft. But let's now progress to have a look at the news. So shout out here to investing.com, who stated earlier today the Bank of America upgrades Apple to a buy and expects AI and Vision Pro to drive a significant upside. So there's good news here. So from this article we can see here the Bank of America has upgraded Apple, and they expect the AI and Vision Pro to drive the upside in terms of what we can expect from this. The analysts have also hiked the price target by $17 to $225 per share, and that also reflects the higher iPhone and service estimates. So obviously there is a more bullish stance on Apple stock, and this is also supported by several factors. We're looking at the iPhone upgrade cycle, we're looking at high growth in services, strong capital returns, and obviously the more bullish sentiment from analysts. So in terms of longer term hold, this is also a stock that I do have myself, and I do have strong confidence in Apple reaching a price well in excess of $200 by the end of 2024. So ticker symbol AAPL, and this is a stock that's also featured in our $1 Million Challenge as a king stock. So if you would like to get further details of this and how you can invest also in the lower risk stocks such as Apple and Google, Nvidia, etc., details are in the description below. Let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from the Wall Street Journal: the stock market today, S&P 500, the Nasdaq rises and chip shares are rallying. So in the previous video, two of the stocks that we covered were AMD and Nvidia, and both of those again have today hit record highs. So great news there for Nvidia and AMD. So in other news, in terms of interest rates, shout out here to Stock Market News, who stated the Bank of America's CEO has stated that the bank sees 4 interest rate cuts in 2024 and 2025. So this is good news for the markets and hopefully should give a significant boost. And then continuing with the theme of illegal short selling in South Korea, Kristen has just posted that South Korea says illegal short sales have had a significant and big impact on the stock market. So this is good news, and if it can be replicated in the US, it should have a similar impact as well. So she states here, let's hope the name that the stocks were targeted, the number of shares impacted, and how much the money crooks stole from investors will be revealed. And finally, shout out here to Quiver Quantitative, who posted with regard to one of the Congress members, who states here with regard to Senator Jerry Moran, he's filed 42 new stock trades. 43 of them were sales. So he's filed 45, but 43 were sales. So he's just generated $680,000, and he's purchased $15,000 of Berkshire Hathaway stock. So this data is now available, so keep an eye on Berkshire Hathaway.